Joining us on the line from Beijing is Renren's chairman and founder, Joseph Chen. Joseph Chen, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We saw an 11% drop back, I believe, in the after-hours session. Do you have any idea why that happened, given the results were ahead of what most analysts were calculating?
No idea. I haven't looked at that.
Right. Well, what did you make it?
We just had a conference call this morning at 8 o'clock.
Right. What was the general feeling on that then?
Well, we're very pleased with our quarterly performance in Q2, and our revenue has grown 53% over last year, and particularly our advertising revenue grew more than 90%, and user base also grow very nicely. So we feel very optimistic, and the growth has been on track.
Right. What have been the key drivers here? And tell me something about how much growth you've seen in active membership.
Well, our monthly active users has grown to 34.4 million in June, and that compared with 25 million last year in June. So very nice growth, and I think the driver has been our successful launch of quite a few new products, and particularly our rapid adaptation on the mobile internet. Our user base on the smartphone is growing really fast.
Okay, and what about advertising revenues? Where are we with those?
Well, I think overboard is growing really fast. As I said earlier, 90% growth over last year, advertising revenue, particularly some of the newer segments such as automotive, who last year was very small, but this year has grown really rapidly to now ranked among top 4 categories of advertising revenue. So I would say across the board is growing really fast. Some of the previously very small segments is growing even faster.
Joseph Chen, what about all the money that you raised in April? What are you going to be doing with that? Do you plan any mergers and acquisitions, anything which would involve consolidation in the internet space there in China?
Yeah, I mean, we always been very open-minded for the right opportunity, and but we recognize that just post IPO, we have so many high growth opportunities internally. So being very focused on internal growth. If we do any M&As, it would be very selective, and it has to be highly complementary to our core business.
Right. So what about doing something alongside some of the other big players in the world, let's say the likes of Facebook here?
That's a good question. As I said earlier, we're always open right for the for the right opportunity. But as I said earlier, we're growing so fast just internally, and the rate of return by focusing internally is so good. So right now we're mainly focused internally for M&A opportunity. If we do it, it will be very selective and focus on relatively smaller targets, not big companies.
Joseph Chen, thanks a lot for that. That's Renren's founder, chairman, and chief executive joining us on the line there from Beijing. Going to take